It was a cloudy afternoon in Milan, Italy, in 2002. Carlo Acutis was sitting in his room, playing his PlayStation, when he had a genius idea.
Mom,
He said, running out of his room.
I just had a great idea.
Yes, sweetie?
We should make a website.
Okay. But what in the world would you want to do on a website?
All the miracles that involve the Eucharist, every single one.
And this is how our story begins. The story of Carlo Acutis, the only millennial saint, who used technology even as a young child to promote and support the Catholic Church and the Eucharist. This is Carlo Acutis, the digital saint. Even as a child, Carlo Acutis was always interested in the Catholic Church, although his mom wasn't very religious. She went to a Catholic school, but mainly for the ease of it, not because her family was Catholic. His dad was a Catholic, but he wasn't exactly devoted. He didn't regularly attend Mass, at least until Carlo became interested.
He had a relatively normal childhood. He was raised in a wealthy family, but not so wealthy that he lived a different lifestyle. He wasn't the saint with the dramatic stories of poverty or never having what he needed. He had friends, he played video games, and loved soccer. However, his life changed entirely when he turned 7. He received his first communion, and from then on, he would go to church almost every day, since there was a church right across the street from his house.
It was pretty crazy that he didn't even have a religious family and still became a saint.
Yeah, it is. He had a deep relationship with God and always tried to be nice to others. Others in his life always noticed how he had a positive effect.
One time, during school, he missed an assignment, and his teacher got mad, but Carlos didn't care. When his teacher asked what was so important that he had to skip the assignment, he told him that he would rather go to church because God is everlasting. Schoolwork isn't.
At 11 years old, he made his website documenting the Eucharistic miracles. He also made multiple other websites for his church.
Wasn't he self-taught too?
Yeah, he was. It's so crazy to think about.
He was living the way God wanted people to live.
However, in 2006, everything changed.
He was diagnosed with untreatable leukemia. This is a fatal disease that seems similar to the flu at first, but becomes progressively worse. His final wish was to be buried in Assisi.
He died on October 12, 2006.
After his death, he had 2 miracles of healing attributed to him.
On June 13, 2025, he was canonized by Pope Leo XIV, and you can still see his body at the Church of St. Maria.
He lived a pretty amazing life, it seems like.
Yeah,
So we can get a summary?
sure. To conclude, he was raised in a non-religious family, but chose on his own to be a devout Catholic. Later on in life, he got sick with leukemia, and when he died, he was remembered as an incredible person who had a great effect on others. He had 2 miracles where he intervened, attributed to him.
Well, I guess that concludes our podcast.
His life was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems like he was just a regular person who decided he wanted to live his life according to God's word.
I think it feels like that because he was alive 20 years ago, not 2000.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that about finishes our podcast. Thanks for watching. Bye.